Now, uh, on scandal, is it Sikat or scandal? Anyway, this week we're dealing with a bit of, Ohangla scandal that has a lot to do with. Uh, we have uh, we have Dollar Kabarry's wife, Connie, and we have one Lavender Nyar. I've seen somewhere there Winnie or Maureen or something. Mm, uh, we have musicians, Koffi, Adory. I have seen Prince Indah mentioned there, and of course a couple of guys. And I wanted to begin with, let's do Facebook posts. I think we can start with one Lavender Nyarjera. I'm not sure who started this particular fight, but then allow me go to Lavender Nyarjera because I think that is where I started seeing a lot of explosives. Probably she was reacting to what Connie Kabarry might have said about her. We have there we have. I'm trying to scroll down to find out. We have like 4 days ago, I think, when it all began. I want to read this particular one. 4 days ago, where she says, Lavender Nyarjera posted on her post Facebook wall, and I'll read it in the lower and probably make a translation. She says that nitiere mon moko ariyo mofuwo maonge tich magiti gidwaro attention mara. Adhi losonu time next week an kod time modwaro kuomano. We are lost pesa wigni mondi, and then she just buff somewhere. She says that there are two ladies who have no job to do. They just want my attention, so I'll create your attention next week. So that was 4 days, and then a day later she says, mama machalo nyawawa cha olokore gi mo to pache orem, osiko mana kamanyo dhoga, onyise mana chiewo okinyi kod manyo duka miuse Carolite gi glutathione olokrego. Nyaringa an ok an mon moko ma iwalo godo ka, weri gi osiepna. Then she has a funny way of finishing her posts. Now I don't know who this Nyaringa is, but I believe she should be related to either Koffi or Prince Indah. I don't know who particularly. I'm only reading this because I'm a member of the netizens online trying to follow up what's really going on. But I feel like there's a gang of ladies trying to eat from each other's pots. Perhaps their husbands or something. They must be sharing something. So 3 days later, she comes and says, huh? Often bullies will look like this, huh? You can't bully me and yourself looks like this. You might think she was kidnapped, two in one person. Yaringa paroni ya fuo kaleng. Glutathione gi Carolite failed this one completely. Advice manyalo mini ka Carolite ilok godo pachi. Be Satan joka delete post. Now she's posted a very funny photo of Nyaringa, I think, trying to probably show us how she has tanned her skin tone with Carolite and the rest. And then that is a day later now, 2 days ago, of course. She posts another photo and says, another perfect bully. Angalia tu. The queen of bully that most people tend to fear, according to her. Joka Carolite kod glutathione. Mon ariyo ma mo otamo loko lith lwetegi. Wuondore ni osiepe to olokore. In fact, chuo Nyaringa to donge isedwarega to in kod chuori. Gi wich mogoyo kona bich diweni 5 shillings. Miya ma wiye oluny ni wacho ni amayo nyamigori kod Nyaringa chuogi. I think that should be Prince Indah and Koffi Adory, if I'm not wrong. To bende chuogi gin handbags. Chuogo bose report police station ni they were snatched kuom mwondegi. Gileke mokelore akela be berberi. Into be in a $1 ate makata sama anyalo bedo snatched go kuomi onge. Irano wuod wegi ma osiepegi ochaye Arito club balcony. One thing I urge my snapping chuogigo, you understand. Kelmoro, please. Now, here, Lavender Nyar, I think, is trying to speak to Connie Kabarry, trying to perhaps find out if she's really a husband snatcher, because she's speaking about claims that she has snatched the wives of Prince Indah and Koffi Adory. And at some point, she says she's also a pretender, Connie is a pretender, and that she's also done the same. Of course, uh, she says that Connie is holding Dollar Kabarry captive, that she's always at his ass almost every time. So she doesn't think it's possible for Dollar to be snatched away. And now, 2 days later, no, I think it's on the same day. She says you can start over, then you delete all your posts when you sensitive feed, then come under my post and start over there. I will delete your comments because I won't give that cheap publicity. I mean, now the war continues, and of course, about the same day, she says, I can't seem to. I don't know. She says, angalia machalo hanga advert. Mae kapok Caroline omako dende maber ne pat wiye. Odiero mandege nowe wa onego idag Europe nikech wasunge weteni are abroad. Now self-esteem omiyo irucho your own complexion. Good morning guys. Connie is busy shooting. Waweneuru kore. Mama no okonindo. 3 hours ago, pod post chuoro ni I will protect my husband mane omayo nyawadgi. Nyathi matin omiyo dayo stress mo follow post. And then she put something there. I think it was about Lavi and Connie trying to, have a conversation. And Lavi says, Connie, why did you delete your post? Then you start texting under my new post when you clearly have your own wall. Connie says, because I have important people on my wall and I don't want them to see this. And Lavi comes back and says, but when you started posting, you had no clue need those people were on your wall. Diere, Nyakathomo to ne oonge gi important people. Ochako post kendo. Can someone remind Connie that she has important people on her wall on my behalf? No, Connie, protect your friend at any cost, mom. Anok Deluori. That is still Lavender Nyar trying to speak to Connie and, paraphrasing a few other things. She comes back again, same day, and says, Nyocho timo liposuction ma ochako wuotho kapok ochango. Sianda be omedo maboth nodwa thoe e osuptal. Quick recovery ka riambo to ng'ato luongna chuore ka. Kare gigi igombo ga tu. Adwaro koni ni gym ok di goya treadmill, leg press gi weight lifting, dachwa diye matiende ni machalo ket bul gotur. Careful mom. Nyabgeja natural from day one. Of course, Lavender says she's a natural, beautiful woman, and she's trying to say Connie did what you call she did a plastic surgery on her behinds, which we are yet to find out. She says we can ask Dollar Kabarry about it. I think I'll make a call to Dollar Kabarry and ask him if that is the truth, just for the sake of clarification, so that we don't have the public having information that is not right. Now we have Lavender Nyar. Okay. A day later, she says, guys, Luenya serumu Ukraine, wadokuru Kenya koro. Take your positions back to work and catch your Russians give up. So I think she says Connie is Russian and she's Ukraine. Connie actually that's her last post, meaning ni okwadi live Saturday, as she said earlier. Oh, so this was a day ago. And then later she says, Ubiro the live diparaki today. You can tell when someone is stressed. Penjo live date chane chakoreka uono kosa Saturday. I think she's trying to intimidate Connie, thinking Connie might not go live. And then here she says, hey, Miss Bully. Connie, why would you want me to use your current pictures? Yet the old one is real. You before is the real you before you bleached your own skin. We know the black Connie. You wig machala odo yonde. The current wig and marjo pesa. Pesa luwaro koko mam. Connie, say the truth. It will set you free. Watch only you're fighting for for your friend, yet you know that's not the truth. Isiluongo nyaringa ni nyeks. How many times? Isibook hotel gi chwore how many times? Prove me wrong. Kapok iwuondo dola ne idhi e chama to kara chor nyawadwe ma igeto. Wa? You know hell, you know well, Nee, you are not fighting for her but your own gains. You also said Nee, you're fighting for Winnie Indah, right? I'm yet to upload an audio next. Kagi wuoyo gi nyaringa nino recently. Uwuondoro ni un friends to uchodo chuo go kendo. Koro adwaro nyisou ni chuo ma uwachogo ok ne aywayo gi tol to bende Nairobi onge chuor ng'ato ka ok idwar nyieki to nyuol chuori. We ater nyathi school. Aket audio. What? Now, I think in that particular post, Lavender Nyar Jera is trying to tell Connie, hey, oh yeah. I don't know if she's trying to mean that she's trying to say that Connie is a scavenger or something of that sort, the queen of Mafisi, or what is she trying to say? But one thing I understand from her post is all of them have admitted to the fact that they are eating from each other's pots. And she's saying, Olwokda win, guys, forgive me for the background laughter. I was recording this the other phone and I could not stop laughing. The two in the picture on the audio clip is Winnie Nyamigori Musiep Connie to Biosiep Nyaringa. Nyaringa called her at the same time she was recording her. Nyaringa yuakni Indah chodo chuore. Winnie ne iwacho ni amayi dichuo. Into mane mayo nyaringa mare ma iluwo nyaka Koffi dala gi last year cha mondo oduogru. Donge ne iluwe to podi in e odi gi Indah no. Udi mane iwuok godo koru mondiki ni Simba Luo, who gave you? Ang'o momiyo uwacho ni amayo uchuo yet chou chodo left right? What? So the wives chodo, the husbands be chodo. Oh my goodness. Of course, I mean, these are two houses, or rather 3 or 4 or 5 houses enriched with a lot of infidelity, I would call it. Now, Winnie, kane janabi odhi tiyo Ugenya this year, few months ago, donge ne luwo Koffi kama gocho e Benelux, ka nyimine na oneni kendo luonge to itome ng'wech. Kapok abiro donge ne imanyo Koffi ma ichako nyise stocha. An kod messages go. Penjina ni ang'o momiyo nowacho ni ok un karachiel ka ne wachako date. Nokona ni abloki because ne un together kendo nikech in be ichodo chuoji. Nyaringa in to kara koro mari ok anyal wuoye. You planning a victim yet inyami gi chuoji e otende daily. Mnikomo jinga. Connie donge in osenyami gi Koffi achiel miwacho ni kendo hey. I can't finish that because it's too vulgar, of course. Lavi says, Connie, who's married to Dola Kabarry, has been sleeping around with Koffi Adory. And of course, Koffi Adory is a culprit who, according to Lavender, he's also been sleeping around, I don't know, with Indah's wife or something. I don't know whether that is right, but according to what I've read, that is what I feel has been rated there 23 hours ago. What did she say? You think we are fools husbands nacha gi lips modoro moisturizer tielo go to chalo ket bull magoja which to timo konde abich ok ne odi maber bang' nyuol. Yey, kwenda huko mjukuu wa shetani. Duoko na sela chuore. Olon tuon alum. I'm yet to reveal more. Kata kaka ibedo finger the club to chuori neno ya kendo yuak. Irano wodwegi. So Lavender continues to say that Connie is usually a victim, rather culprit. She goes to clubs, gets fingered by revelers. The presence of her husband, she cries, and perhaps he cannot do anything because I don't know what that means. Why? Lavender Nyar says 3 hours later, Ketbulgi go mege jaja mane. Kose mege olomide. Diane de bed ni en gi genetics mege okuyu. Koting'o chele kila beach mag tiende tur. Kik will tag a live makawuono. She's trying to describe, Connie Kabarry and how her feet looks like they look like drumsticks. It's getting nastier. Now that was Lavender Nyar Jera. I think let us look for Connie Kabarry so that we know what exactly was going on probably is it her wall. Yes, I'm looking at Connie Kabarry. And is that really what we're looking for? No, that is what we're looking for. We're looking for this. Nice. Kenyan Nollywood actress, producer, filmmaker, and entrepreneur. And we are right now on her wall. Ginamit Maratari. Let us do this. She's doing a lot of long post lad. Sorry for keeping you guys on this because the internet is right now awash with a lot of things. And that is 2 days ago. 2 days ago, this thing seems to have started way back. That is no May's way back. I think no, not May. We have 3 days ago. That is when she came back to social media, of course, Facebook to be exact. And Connie Kabarry says, Lakini some men are not worth fighting for yawa. If the man in question was worth it, I would have helped my friend fight for what is rightfully hers. Moko ber kigoyo ne Nyasaye erokamano kuom golo e ngimani. It's just a matter of time, mami. You realize that it was God's precious work. Kaw kwe makende. Sometimes whoever you think is an enemy, God is using to rescue you. I think Connie is trying to say there that one of her friends is complaining about her house, but she thinks that the man should not be given a second chance simply because let us read from her next post. Dichuo manade mare kod chiege min nyithinde to oro ne chotne mondo chotne oyany go chiege Facebook. Yawa, pesa ya jowa, pesa noguro Yesu. Pesa miyo iye ne nyithindi othagre yawa. I remember this woman had money too. Kiselodho rumo to koro en useless. Karma will catch up with your violence. Kama koro liel wa. Connie is trying to, I don't know who she's speaking about, but I think it's either between Indah and Koffi Adory, let us know. But she says that Koffi records his wife probably pleading or something and sends it to his Mpangwa Kando, who is supposed to be Lavender Jera, according to what I'm reading. Now, there's another long post here that says, Gine kikuwondo, jomo seromo kode live wacho ni raracha ka thagari nyaka gimo kaono ong'eyo ni gini rach kuoyo pichni ogoyo gi filters kata bang' chongo dende kabao podi ekoredho rach e odheru gichonjono te ni bernego koyudie dichuo malong'o Norway mosetimo madipim te bouso nyaka nyathini ne ajuoga bonindo nyaka gi maiti ochot mamtwapa manodhi kajuoga mobedo nyathine eko mayo nyako moro jaduong' the law is hard na mzungu botere Norway dhi kwayo wazunge gari togoye pichni oppost. Oh, she's trying to say the other lady is leading a fake life, trying to lure people with cars and houses that she's probably borrowed from wazungu. I'll skip a bit of that and go to her. Kendo nonyiso chiege ni cheza I can see something here. Dhi kwayo wazunge gari. I was there. Karambo to dhi live sani gari mantie cover neno. Kaeto obiro confuse go jathum moro an Kenya ka. That should be Koffi. An gima lit nane okawo chuor osiepna kendo nonyiso chiege ni cheza chini amany dhako manyalo nyiewonwa gari ba dhako odagi. Bo decide ni to odak madichuo dwa siko ka manyo mon manigi pesa to ni cheza chini wacham donge tek. Ni to tek bowuok owene kar mondo obed gi dichuogno mos. Obukore ni odwa chayo kendo opost mamano e Facebook shwari. Omera ohodho an aonge kodi gi wach ayany to ok dibuoga go nyathi Angela. Gimikawono to manyo pesa ok dhako. Omiyi by the time obofwenyo ni you are fake. Pesa mane in go nitimogo surgery borumo to aboboli ni pungulu mana kaka Moracha nuboli. Yuda kadich, but poda dwalo nyo pieri ba we diduk. No, Connie is trying to say that, her friend Lavender has also used her money to boost her physical appearance, and that the male artist who's trying to be lowered here will be back to his wife very soon. Now this is getting interesting. Connie says that is 2 days again. 2 days ago, she says, my wall is scared. I got friends and fans I respect here, so I have to check on what stays on my wall, and at the same time, I love saying the truth. I think she's trying to justify why she deleted her post. Lavender, you took Nyaringa's husband. She has never comforted you. She has never posted you on Facebook. Her kids are suffering because of you, and you still have guts to post her on Facebook and insult her. It is not good at all. The only thing you gave this man is taking him to spend nights at Kempinski while his kids and wife were sleeping hungry. You have done nothing in this man's life compared to what Nyaringa has done. I've been in their lives for some time. I've seen all the things Nyaringa went through trying to pay bills, rent, pay food, etc. until she couldn't do it anymore. I've seen her buying suits worth 30 G's for this man. What? When she finally got tired because you took her husband to Kempinski for 4 good nights, she decided to leave him for you. You're still looking for her trouble. This I will not let you do. Please leave this woman alone. Just have the husband in peace and let Nyaringa be. Humble request. I will be doing press conference here on my wall this Saturday, Wali Moise. I believe today is Saturday. Now, uh, Connie is trying to come to the rescue of Nyaringa. I think Nyaringa is probably Koffi Adory's wife. And she says, a lot of it that you had there, how the woman struggled for her husband, and now the husband is in the hands of another woman, probably at Kempinski. Whether they're having safe sex or not, no one knows. Now, let us go to this is 2 days ago still, where Lavender says, Connie says, Lavender, I cannot sense defeat, mommy. I got nothing against you. I only got mad when you took Maureen's pic, posted her on Facebook for people to bully her. Yet, since you took her husband from her, she never asked you about the so-called man. She has never posted you on Facebook. She has never asked you why she left in peace and left the man for you, leaving her small kids. You don't know the pain of a mother leaving her kids under the age of 5 years, but she did for the sake of peace. Please, I beg you, keep the man, but stop insulting this woman. You almost brought down the other Jatum's marriage, but he was wise enough to have left you and went back to his wife. You then jumped to this one to make the other one feel. He didn't feel anything because you're nothing close to his beautiful wife. It's unfortunate that you succeeded in breaking this one. You succeeded actually in breaking this one, which is fine. God's plans are always the best. Keep the man, but kindly let this woman have her peace. Nisawa, to you have her audio pleading with her husband that she wants to go back. It was for the sake of her children. Any woman would do the same. Things are getting nasty. I think this is Nyarenga trying to plead with her husband, Koffi Adory, to go back to him and leave Lavender Jera. Okay. Now, 2 days tale, she says, guys, I will always stand with my husband. I will fight for him, that is Connie still, because he's worth fighting for. He's letting me have the pride of being his wife. Monmo Tochego are not happy with me. I didn't agree, but never fight for a man who has no single respect for you. Will cheat on you right before your eyes, beat you in front of everyone, including your small babies, and you're still the one struggling to pay bills. Dandia, any available woman, bora she's driving, aticheza chini wacham dhakone, ati okodar kwai pesa matindo go, adwa moko gima duong, ati dhakone omiya gari, cheza chini. Hey, had a reason for saying me, there is no reason to fight for a man who is not worth fighting for. A man who's burdened to you. Jabber, nobody's fighting for you over the so-called man. Have him, but kindly stop insulting the wife because he has never bothered to ask you why you took the man. She has never posted you anywhere. Please leave this woman alone, mommy. I will be busy the whole day and tomorrow too, so you can rant all you can. People, let's discuss these issues Saturday, 5 p.m. Oh, nice. She's trying to school Jera here about, Koffi pleading with his wife and, trying to persuade her to lie low so that they can look for money in whatever reason he believes he is saying it. And then Connie continues. I think this must have been 2 days still. 2 days ago. Roman is lucky ni gino yudaka ditch. I am busy shooting. Chong dendi mos but ngene silicon bomuch sooner than you think. We ketho pes job ibo reso go whatever that is. Meanwhile, kwani Norway chuonge madine ni midwa nyori ka idwa nyori ka guok Kenya kae ni yawa. Kose jo Norway jo pesa dak nang tutu mikelo ne jothum nang'ogo. Jathum be ulit nade. Pesa kende miyo unang'o tutu matop. You call me, let's do this, sweetie. Oh, so she's saying that Jera has left her man in Norway and is coming to Kenya to disturb the peace of other people's husbands. She continues to say, hey, Beochonge ni dada, out of the shape. Wagoya picha gi settings mag beauty camera. The real you is super ugly. Chongrimos, Carolite be wea joma wiro wir. Chuogi go ema lando ni buoi golo tutu throughout, and that's why in reject Norway. Koro blowjob eminyalo timone jodongo because buoi ni is a no-go zone. No jothum mar hungry for money. Oh, this is bad. Ini yenyo giakuna anto chwade gi facts. Silicon the much pare. Dipoko much edo jothum. Woi, this is sad. This one is sad. Now, according to Kabarry is a bitch. What? Very long post alert, and my final post on this. Lavender, me and you are two different people. You depend on European old men. I depend on my hard work, so I'm not idle like you. You come to Kenya, break people's marriages, and go back to your European men, leaving your fellow women in depression. Just as you said it on your below post. I'm busy and I'm done with you. I'm glad my message is with you. My point is clear. After you dropped like a hot potato, you wanted to hit on these that dropped you by trying to get any musician available. You ended up sleeping with several of them, promising them that you cannot even afford just to lure them. It's unfortunate you fell in the hands of this one because he was desperate and hungry for money. You took him from his wife for 4 days, spending the night with him at Kempinski at the expense of his wife, tears and agony. The musician thought that he's got himself a jackpot, and you even sent him to warn his wife that you will beat her up in case she speaks up, which he did, and I quote, Maye Lavender to Kiki Parni, Edmoko Miwalagoka. Lavender Bogoy, the wife cried bitterly. He was trying to, Koffi was trying to threaten his wife over his mpango kando, I guess, Lavender. You then left this man with nothing, and he had more than 5 months arrears, which he probably thought he was going to get from you. You were calling this man in the middle of the night, knowing very well he's a married man. The wife got tired and decided to leave her husband for you. The man had to move out of the 40K house he was living in with his wife and kids because of more than 5 months arrears he had not paid. The wife then was missing her kids. He called the husband, begged him that they should resolve their issues for the sake of their small babies. The husband recorded this conversation and sent you to make you feel how special he is and how the wife is desperately begging him, which you're using to blackmail his wife with through your friends, how you're going to use it to bully her on social media. This woman has been away from her kids under the age of 5 just because of you. She's been crying, and I see her going down day by day as you enjoy her husband. As a friend, I felt her pain, and I feel her pain even today. After taking this woman through all this, she never asked you. She posted you everywhere. She never posted you anywhere. You still have guts to take her pic, post her on Facebook, and bully her. God will judge you, Lavender. It's not only her. You even posted the wife of the musician on Facebook after her husband realized that you're devilish. Nobody's even asking after this man. Just have him, but please stop bullying the wife. That's all you know. Uh, that's that's all. You know your heart, and you're busy looking for my old pics more than 6 years ago to bully me with. Sweetheart, hapo nilikuwa sijaomoka. I'm much better now. Just here in Kenya, that is what is going to remain on my wall, so that everyone would know what all this is about. Continue doing this for your fellow women. Your time is coming. Hey, I can see the name of God finally surfacing somewhere here. A bit of ranting, a bit of, unprintable words, and God comes in. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Then there's someone there, Connie Kabarry, is trying to just term that she's won that particular war. One day ago, hey, this is nasty. I don't know if I can read this. She says, where you manager Tom, wiki kode kitingo, whatever it is, from Norway, gipesa mbili, muchuli bang, whatever it is. Ite chule go kempinski mondo, what? I can't read that. We wonder your Tom, gigeche haya, in broke toto, very, very broke. Imi yono your Tom Kaswende, and busy I shoot. Kodi Kabarry is a bitch. She says that Lavender carries whatever goodies from Norway to come and infect musicians in Kenya with the Kaswende. Oh, now 19 hours ago, Connie posted, and I want to read this. I think this is the last one, that the second last one I think I'll be reading. Lavender, igini aler kapamba, kar chode kanyo taonge jamin. Kar yenyo kaeto yes, to mana mamanya. Dola Nano is the only man in my life ahero gi chunya te yaye kata litni. Iyanya gi TBT ba content orumo ne ineno ki lose focus med gi miriambo. Ini riambo ni anindo gi Koffi. Kaito nong'oyo ni he is not my type. Be ok dwa temo ni gi fuogo. Yenya mondo imor ji mondo ji oyanya. Dak ikel evidence meka gi Koffi kaka mikelo mochodero nyaka gi jathum. Wadgi cha yawa. Yanyo tama. That family has been part of us since we knew them. I have seen all the pains and beatings Maureen went through in that marriage, and me being her friend, she used to cry and complain to me almost every week. I developed too much sympathy for her, and I've been feeling her pain like it's mine. Bedoni aluongo nyarenga ni nyeks en nikech chuore luonga ga ni nyeka kata beb, to chuora be luongo ga nyarenga ni beb kata one is not news. Kel news jaber. I tried talking to Koffi, these are just but a few, but finally jachien ma ni donjo moketho marriage no. Nyithindo chandore malate, but ok birumo ni maber. Before ilok watch status no, Maureen developed ulcers due to all this. And now here Connie is saying that there's a cordial way in which her family and that of Koffi Adory refer to each other, and it stays there. There's nothing sexual, there's nothing out of the box. But she says that Koffi is not her type, and she cannot go to bed with him. You understand? And the sad thing I'm learning is that there's a bit of gender-based violence here. There's a wife who is being beaten, which is not right, especially for a musician to do that. We all know musicians are supposed to be people who really love their families and love and respect their wives, because on ndio kioo cha jamii, au sio? The last one here is Lavender yaye, pareni an kokaneno tiendi ma at least 5 years ago kapok ichongo ge to ok dawuoyo yawa ati chama chei. I tried talking to my friend's husband to consider his family, but he chose what was best for him. So I had to talk to my friend to accept the reality and work on herself. She decided to let you have the man. Things were quiet until he started to bully the wife on Facebook, and I also sent Lavender a message to warn her to stop bullying Nyaringa. Guys, the reason we must have this live today is because I can't write everything here. I'm busy, so we will do a live video around 5:30. Lavender Nyaringa, no se weni dichuo. Please let her have her peace. Ooh. So I guess we're about to see what Connie will say on her live, but up to this point, it appears there is more than what meets the eye. I find it rather very sad that the Ohangla fraternity are a bunch of persons who are sharing women left, right, and they don't have respect for marriages. And more worse is that I rather stand the breakage in marriages, but I find it difficult that a lot of sexually transmitted diseases are now becoming the epitome of very well-respected families of persons who are quite talented and making money from their acts, and I don't know why it has to all end up here on Facebook because the kids will be reading this at some point, and I think I will stop there. But let us see what Connie gets to say